Alright guys, we've been running, sorry, Kaytlyn just got in the truck. We are off to make a very, very exciting purchase today. Hopefully everything goes right. I'm pulling the trailer at the shop. It's a little tight, give me 1 second. Alright boys, you probably know what we're doing here. We're at Carolina Power Sports. Yeah. Gentlemen, we have another brisk, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, and I'm excited to show you something. It's a little on the windy side, a little more windy than I would like to film this little intro for you guys here, but it's a beautiful day nonetheless. It has stopped raining. It has been raining for like 7 days straight, possibly 8 days, 7.5, 8 days. Lack of content, so I apologize. Rained shortly after we picked up what we're about to show you guys right now, and I'm super freaking excited about it. Me and Kaytlyn are excited about it. Everybody's excited about it, and it's going to lead to a lot of cool adventures coming up very soon this summer. So our first adventure begins in T-minus 4 days. Super excited about that. I can't wait for it. We're all really excited about it. But guys, it's been a long time. It's been enough time, and I'm going to shut the up and quit talking here, and I'm just going to show you guys what we have. It's been long coming. It's time, and here she goes. Ta-da! It barely fits. But it fits here. Plenty of them. But yeah, yeah, this is let's get it out and then show you it, because that's it.
We have quite the audience here. There's Clay works his way into the Autohaus II.
Guys, behind me here is our new to us 2020 RZR Turbo S. This is a Velocity edition, so it's like the blue and white theme, kind of matches the Power Stroke. Freaking awesome. Super happy with it. It's got a ton of upgrades, a ton of things that we will go over, a ton of maintenance. It's been dealer service its whole life, so super excited about this. We got it for a really good deal. Got it from a guy that Justin knew locally, so I'm super stoked about all that stuff, and it seemed to be working out pretty freaking good. System 3 bead locks, System 3 tires, got tree kickers. We have rebuilt and upgraded Walker Evans shocks. We have a glass windshield, a metal roof, tinted back glass. We have speakers. We have the whole light bar little setup in here. We got some new goodies we're going to put on it today. We also have the winch on here. Got to have a winch. Got to have that. And that pretty much sums up all the little accessories. Oh, we got a light bar and some little stuff here and there that we're going to be putting on it today. And this thing is just spicy. Okay, and I think this is Kaytlyn's favorite purchase for the RZR. Little cup holder.
This is RZR.
And it has a bottle opener on the side.
It does.
Super cool. Why don't you go ahead and show us how this works?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Look how clean that is. Look how clean that is. So you don't have to reach all the way down here when you have your harnesses on. She'll just be our drink provider for the trips. This switch is getting redone, if you're wondering why it's hanging out of there.
Do you like the new RZR Beamer? You like the new RZR?
So, until we get a new windshield wiper, it's going to do the little thingy right here. But other than that, it's working pretty freaking good. Now, we also installed washer squirters, one here and one here. And those will spray the window with Rain-X. We have the tank mounted right here filled with Rain-X. All the wires tucked in and waterproofed in this little sheathing. And everything should work really good for that. I'm really excited. But yeah, guys, kit was like $40 on Amazon. We had to try it. It was super cheap. Why not try it? And I'm super freaking happy with it. Justin has the one that you have to kind of do by your hand if you're the passenger, and I just wasn't really feeling that. If we get caught in the rain or something, it's kind of a nightmare to kind of sit there and do that the whole time for the passenger while it's raining. But this fully automated, fully good. We're going to grab this 14-inch wiper. We're probably going to get a 12 or a 13-inch. Try both of those and kind of go from there and see which one works the best for us. So, rainer, we're going to put some G-Technic G1 Clear Vision Smart Glass on here. Keep this windshield nice and clean. We're going to coat the inside and the outside of this thing, even the gauge cluster after I polish it. This just makes sense, guys. It's going to keep this window sparkly clean. We'll barely even have to use windshield wiper. Any mud will not stick to this thing, and I'm super excited to get this coating on here. 4 to be exact. Put this back on so I do not spill this stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to start right here. And we're going to do this whole side of the window, one side at a time. Make sure we really coat this thing, go in circular motion, cross hatch, however you guys want to do it. Just make sure you coat it really, really, really good. On to the next side, they want each side to sit for 5 minutes, so I figure by the time I almost get done with this one, kind of let it sit a minute or so, and then I'll be ready to move on to the next side, if that makes sense. We're gonna do 3 layers of this, what they recommend on the windshield. So we're gonna go ahead, this is our first layer for each side. All right, let's try to remove this stuff. It's been 15 minutes, 3 layers. It actually wipes off pretty good. I only put 1 layer on the inside just because I didn't know how it was gonna do, so I wanted to make sure it was gonna do good before I put it on the inside in the 3 layers. And once you use the G2 remover. Residue remover comes in the box, so I have this on this rag right here. It seems to be removing pretty easy. A lot easier than I used to use some Rain-X back in the day. Now I have some Rain-X glass cleaners. Not the only Rain-X product I use besides the stuff in the washer fluid, but it's really not bad. And then it wants us to finish it up with some glass cleaner, so let's do that. A second rag to follow behind me. All right, guys, and a bit of a trail necessity, I feel like, is a fire extinguisher. We got a fire extinguisher, we have a mount right here that is a quick release, everything. It can screw to the floor and mount in here, but I don't want it to be in Kaytlyn's way in the cockpit, and I really don't know if we'll need it in there. So we're gonna move it out here, this roll cage, super easy to install. 2 hose clamps on this guy, he won't go anywhere. We're gonna go ahead and install it to this, and then I'll show you how the quick release works. Down. Guys, that honestly looks pretty legit. I'm pretty happy with that. It definitely doesn't move at all. That was my main concern. So kind of how this bad boy is going to work, what we have here is if we have a fire, oh crap, gotta grab it, pull this pin right here, grab this guy, pull this pin, and then we'll put out whatever fire we got to. And then of course you'll have to take this bracket off and put it on a different fire extinguisher if you just buy another one, or if you have these refilled at your local fire department, either one. And then it's super easy to put back on once you do that. Just pop that bad boy right there, pop that down, and then you have a fire extinguisher mounted. Super cool. I definitely really like that. So I know this may not be the most instructional, the most exciting video ever, but we are making a lot of headway on this razor. We're putting a lot of necessities on here, just necessities that I personally feel like now everybody is different, everybody has different necessities, and everybody feels different things they need to do. I felt like a windshield wiper, a windshield washer fluid, and kind of ceramic coating the window was a big one for me, as well as doing a fire extinguisher. Also diving into the interior here, what we've been doing is I bought a GPS mount for our little Samsung tablet that we uploaded the trail maps to. The Lifetime off-road trail maps, they're really good. I'll drop a link for all this stuff down in the description. Really good stuff. Then Kaytlyn had to have her favorite invention. I'll show you guys. Kaytlyn, my sweetie, had to have her favorite invention, this little cup holder thing right here. She did not want the drinks to get hot or have to reach down with the harnesses and kind of be tied in. So here's a very convenient cup holder. It came off Amazon, even has razor etched into it. Super freaking cool. Bottle openers, the whole 9 yards. Mounts to the oh crap handle, and it's just really good. So another thing, guys, that just made sense, because I don't want to be lost on the trails. No one likes to be lost on the trails. We got a 2-way radio. I know how my friends ride. You guys know how your friends ride. We know how everybody rides. Sometimes you can get lost. It can get hairy. It could get dusty. And it could get scary. And then you're lost. And then you're like, what the crap do I do? But we have a 3-mile radio, so we are good. No one's getting lost on this adventure. So, in this bad boy, let's see what we got here. We got a bunch of good stuff. We got a user manual. Absolutely pointless. We got a little instructional CD that is probably also pointless. We got a harness with some fuses. Beautiful, need that. We got our bracket. Beautiful, gonna need that bad boy. Got another fuse protected thing on the radio. Awesome, definitely gonna need that. And here is our prime jewel here, the radio. Looks pretty good. It's pretty heavy, actually. Has a fan on the back and all that good stuff. Then we have our communication device here. Little walkie-talkie push and talk, super good. All right, so I've drilled our 2 holes. What we're going to do now is put a bolt with some Loctite on here and mount this bad boy under here. I feel like this is a good spot for it. And this guy right here is sturdy mounted. Start those bolts. And then slide this guy in just like that. He'll slide to the back. Get this in the position you want it on. If you want it kind of flipped up like that, like I kind of think we're gonna do. Maybe we'll go to the center. Yeah, just like that. It's kind of where I'm wanting the guy. know it kind of looks like I'm tightening the crap out of these things, and I am and I'm not. I really just don't want anything to come loose on the trail and us to have any problems. So I got the light bar switch hooked up and wired and figured out how to do it properly, and then I find that this guy right here is our power. That was already melted, and this guy is super thin. I cut that to pull it through, but I don't know if you can see compared to my finger how tiny this is, and it was running the light bar. Well, a little bit sketched out, not gonna lie to you guys, but we did look over everything else. Justin and Jeremiah's looked over it with me, and this is the only culprit we found that was not up to par. Not up to our standard, let alone really a safety standard, if there is such a thing on that one. But we got this good wire going in here. It should be plenty long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and tee it onto the switch, cut it on, leave it for maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. If it doesn't get hot, I'll leave it on for longer and hope that this power wire doesn't get hot again as it's drawing so much current. The ground seemed to be fine. That was actually a bigger wire. Kind of mind blown there. I don't understand that one. Mechanic Kaytlyn has tried to tear away from the camera, but she has successfully put pads on the front of the RZR. It's a little bit of a disaster, but we got it all worked out. Pads are on there. Lube the guide pins more because they were trash. Probably gonna upgrade these bad boys because she does not want to do this again. It was an absolute disaster. So, all right, boys, we are loaded, and Justin is loaded up with Jeremiah's RZR.